Perfect. We'll start with the opening statement from Coach and open up for questions.
Yeah, it's always great to be here. I mean, it's such a great environment. Obviously, we were here last year, which doesn't usually happen 2 years in a row on the road, but we really like playing here in state, close to campus, and people that love their team. So thanks for having us. You know, we really wanted to come out and be aggressive as we are kind of on our journey to kind of continue to build our defensive habits. A lot of good things there. And then some things, obviously it got sloppy. You know, we fouled them 24 times. That's sort of too many. Only went to the free throw line 10 times. That's too few. So there's some things that we were just on. But I'm sitting next to a warrior, right? And you know, she had the night that we would expect night after night, and it was fun to be on her sideline for that.
Seemed like you were obviously getting out in transition, which we expected. Mm-hmm. But all the 3 quarters, it seemed like at times you were playing 4 out.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah. So they really, when they went to their zone early in the first quarter, they were really collapsing on post entry, and so we were prepared to kind of play out of a high-low a little bit, but they really didn't want that, and so they were conceding the arc. And I think the first minute and a half, we kind of didn't shoot them as if like we wanted to try to get to what we wanted, and then we started to just take the shot that we were given, yeah, shot the ball pretty well. I still think we can make more, but pretty well.
Courtney, why was it important for you to have this game on your schedule for the last 2 seasons?
Yeah, you know, we like playing in state when we can. We obviously can't do it all the time, every game, but also my very first time at A&T was last year, and I was like, that was awesome. You know, it's a really loud environment. You know, we're a really young team outside of basically India's experience, and so the more you can put them in this type of environment that's loud and they kind of, I can't help them possession through the game, is really good. And it proved really well for us last year, and I think it will really help us this year too.
Absolutely. And just kind of thinking, you know, long term, when you guys are putting together a schedule that you want to be competitive, strength of schedule, to help with your kind of hope to host for the NCAAs, how does that kind of impact the thinking going behind like your non-conference schedule at a place like this? Yeah,
a lot. I mean, obviously, you know, we think Fairfield will win their conference. I know these guys were picked 3rd, but I think they can go win their conference. They're a young team, so you want to play the people that are going to win your conference, and if they're in your state, you definitely want to play them, right? And A&T is traditionally and consistently a pretty good team, so we know that we'll get protected a bit on our, you know, we'll lose a bit of respect in our schedule to play them.
Did that kind of impact your decision about having the game in Greensboro versus, you know, at Carmichael?
Yeah, again, like if we're going to go on the road, we want to have a great environment where we can learn from, right? And if you go to it, there's not every university can field a fan base like they can, right? And so when you go, you are definitely the away team, right? When you come here, and sometimes even in our own league, you play in a gym and it maybe doesn't feel like you're an away team. It's just different rims, right? And different backdrop. This feels like an away game. So really, they earned an opportunity to have a great following, and we're thrilled to be a part of being on the other side of that at times.
Yeah, I guess just follow. Oh, you go ahead. Oh, okay. I guess just following up on that, just while we're kind of on the topic, thank you. Just for India, like as a player, if you could kind of explain or describe rather, like what's the environment here has been like, you know, both today and then last year.
Oh yeah, just electric. You can tell that they love their team, and we definitely hear it on the floor, you know, from the fans, and just how they support their team. And you know, when they make runs, we kind of hear it, and that's also good. Coach Banghart was saying, like, you know, playing in these away gyms where we can kind of feel the pressure on, and then wanting to perform in that so that we can do that later on in the season.
And can you talk about the